at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Chapa. Savannah News TV. Emileke, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning from here. I remain your regular host, Prince Olujimi Adekanle Joka. We told you we went for upgrading of our sixth term, and that's why we've been out of touch with you for almost going to 3 to 4 weeks now. And having said that, right now we are, as usual, we're bringing to you news that is making headlines around the globe and in Nigeria in particular. And before and after that, we will be bringing on board the spokesman of the former deputy governor of Ondo State in person of His Excellency Agbola Ajayi. He still remains in history as the deputy governor that could not be impeached, despite all odds, by the governor of the state in Ondo State. And this man stood like Rock of Gibraltar. He wasn't impeached throughout. He finished his tenure, and today marks his 1 year anniversary of leaving office. And we are going to have a chat, an interview with his spokesman in person of Comrade Allen Shure. Before that, let us give you the headlines of what is going on across the globe. Russia attacked Ukraine by Putin, and that has really created a world fever. The question now is, are we going into another third world war? But the US and Canada also have spoken. They said Putin should cease fire immediately. On the Punch this morning, strike continues. ASU insists as Ngige pleads with union. Fuel scarcity persists as NNPC releases 387.6 million liters. Constitution amendment outrage as National Assembly consider life pension for presiding officers. Can you imagine? Rep asks Buhari security forces to tackle bandits, cattle rustlers. Reopen Edo Railway Station. Reps urge Nigerian Railway Corporation. 4.6 million naira fraud. Ex-revenue officer jailed 3 years for defrauding hospital. ICPC arraigned Gombe school principal over 3.8 million naira fraud. Federal government increases school feeding costs to 100 naira per child. Spend 1 billion naira daily. Is the food really getting to the puppies? Another big question. $1.04 billion spent on fuel importation in 2021, says CBN. That $1.04 billion can build a new refinery in Nigeria. You see how we got our priority wrong? Port congestion looms at 8,000 vehicles arrived Monday amid strike. APC shouldn't have filled Uba as Anambra governor candidate. That is coming from appeal court. Russia Putin announces military operation in Ukraine. Ukraine, EU, that is European Union sanctions Russia defense minister, military ships. Current system suffocating Nigerians. That is coming from Reverend Kuka. Stop linking our members to hoodlums kidnappings. That is coming from IPOP. Ogun will bring ritualists to justice. Abiodun, that is the governor of Ogun, vows. Sanwo-Olu provide 40,000 bins to aid waste management. Lagos CJ frees 33 inmates. And it says 352 on death row. Convert short secondary school to maternity. Assembly advises Bauchi state government. Edo police arrest serial gay rapist. Foil kidnap attempt. External candidates barred from writing wax NECO in Edo schools. Gunmen abduct couples. Going to airport. Kill 2 police escorts. You can all get that on the Punch newspaper of today. Gentlemen and ladies, this is the level we can go to on the press review today, because we have our man standing by in person of comrade Barrister Allen Showore, the spokesman for the former deputy governor of Ondo State. As today mark the 1 year that the deputy governor left office. He left office distinguishedly. He left office, honorably. They were able to impeach him. And actually, it calls for celebration, being the first deputy governor that stood firmly on his feet. Gentlemen, I think in a short while now, I will bring on board Comrade Allen Showore. Comrade Allen Showore, good morning from here. You are live on Savannah News Television.
Good afternoon from here, Abuja, Nigeria.
Thank you, Comrade. How is the weather today in Abuja?
Abuja is shiny, bright, and the weather is a little bit hot.
Yes, I can see your background. You are really in the highbrow area of Abuja, and I can see the sun shining, and I can see the flowers too, having good, better part of the nature. Yeah, good. Straight to the business, Comrade Allen Showore. You are the spokesperson for the deputy governor of Ondo State, the former deputy governor of Ondo State, and today marked the 1 year he left office. Has anything changed? Because the hype was that he was the problem of governance in Ondo State. Has anything changed after leaving office?
Thank you so much. We are happy here because exactly 1 year we left office with our head very high up. And 1 year after, even those who threatened to sue the former deputy governor has gone into oblivion. We are happy because today we are celebrating the former deputy governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Chief Alfred Agbola Ajayi, Asuwaju Oloma of Apo Island. We are happy because he escaped impeachment plots and all the evil machinations of his distractor unscathed. We are happy because he is alive, hale and healthy. We are happy because there is no EFCC invitation, no indictment, no petition, no allegation of corruption. We are happy because he left behind an unblemished record of meritorious service to the good people of Ondo State. We are happy because those who think that he was their major problem are worse for it. We are happy because the good people of Ondo State are now getting to know, they are getting to realize some of those challenges, some of those things that the former deputy governor had to endure. As I speak to you, my brother, the incumbent deputy governor has gotten no official residence within the government house in Alabaka, and yet there are more than 20 buildings within the government house. There's a filling station within the government house. There is about 3 generating plants within the government house. All these privileges reserved for the occupants of this exalted office so that they can concentrate and focus on good governance. Is still eluding the incumbent deputy governor. Why the son of the governor, children, in-laws of the governor are all allocated complete buildings within the government house. So we have nothing to lose. In fact, the popularity rating of the former deputy governor is increasing day in, day out. If you are very close, I am very sure you have people in Ondo State. Is there any sign that this government is 1 year in office without Agbola Ajayi? No. We are the ones celebrating that we have been vindicated.
So,
that after Agbola Ajayi, the problem fixed. Things have gone wrong more and more. So we are grateful to God, honestly, and this is our joy.
yeah, with our findings in Ondo State, we realized that Agbola Ajayi was the rallying point among the party faithfuls in Ondo State, then galvanizing them together by way of his own welfareism. And we learned now that things are falling apart in that state. Even members of the ruling party, APC in Ondo State, they are in agony and they are in anguish today. And our correspondents, our investigative journalism experts have shown that really Agbola Ajayi has been the rallying point in carrying everybody along when in office. I won't say that. There is other issue I want to bring to your fora here, which are some of the complaints from some quarters in Ondo State. We learned that His Excellency Agbola Ajayi is not carrying everybody along, in the sense that those people that are with him, that went with him to Labour Party during his sojourn as the candidate of that party, and we all are aware that he decamped now to People Democratic Party with the great Iroko. In your own perspective, has he carried everybody along? I mean, fusing them into the party of PDP, because some of them complain that they are being left behind.
Yeah, thank you. Look, before he moved back to the PDP, there was a meeting, stakeholder meeting at Ondo, specifically held in the residence of the former governor, Dr. Olusegun Mimiku. Where stakeholders were invited from the 18 local governments, and the instruction was very clear that they should go back home, because it's not easy to gather everybody, every member of the DNZ in one spot and have a general meeting. That would be a rally, not a meeting. So there was resolved that the stakeholders should go back to their respective local governments and call a meeting to brief them about the decision of the entire member of the Zenith Labour Party to dissolve. It was not a decamp or a deflection or moving from one political party to another. It was a dissolution of Zenith Labour Party in Ondo State into PDP. So that is the difference. The former deputy governor did not move alone.
Okay.
The chairman of Zenith Labour Party in Ondo State, Akilaja, Joseph Akilaja, was in that meeting. So it was an instruction that all the stakeholders should go back to their various local government. If you remember or recall, thereafter there was another meeting where 5 PDP governors came again to meet with Dr. Olusegun Mimiko and His Excellency Agbola Ajayi and other major stakeholders, same Ondo, where they agreed that they were going to dissolve into PDP. So, if anybody is complaining of being left behind, they are very correct. But it is not too late. Because in politics, you must learn how to carry people along. And even when people complain genuinely, it is out of love, out of their genuine concern for the fact that they want to follow you. So if there is anybody who is not aware of this decision, we are telling them again, the house of the former deputy governor is open, wide open. Dr. Olusegun Mimiko is ready to take their complaint every minute, every now and then. It is not late. They are still welcome. Agbola Ajayi remains. If you are choosing him as your leader, he remains your leader, and his door is open. The PDP as a party too, they are willing to welcome everybody. So for those who are complaining, we take it as a genuine love. But they are not forgotten. They are not left behind. They are welcome. It is not too late. Honestly,
okay.
It's not too late.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you were in the government of you are deep down the government of Akeredolu then when your boss was the deputy governor, and your boss, we lost that call, we lost that I think he will come back. We lost that call from we lost that call, but I think we will get back to him. He's still reconnecting. I was only trying to ask him. He was in the government, and they were throughout the tenure of the deputy governor. He was occupying his official residence, and I don't know. Let me try again and see if I can get across to him. That is, I think that is Nigerian. I think it's we lost the signal from him over there. So I'm just trying to ask him one or two basic fundamentals about the issue of the current deputy governor not being in office. It seems we didn't get him, and also I will still, to balance the whole thing, I will be still getting across to the camp of the governor of Ondo State, a major player in that government too, to tell us. I want to ask one or two questions. 1 year in office of Rotimi Odunayo Akeredolu. Let me try again if I can really get across to a chieftain of APC in Ondo State. I don't think so. Things are just getting messier now. Okay, I think Alan is calling back. Yeah, comrade, we lost you. Let me call you back now, comrade. Let me call you back now, comrade. Okay. Sorry, we lost him there. I think I have to just lost him. Lost him. Let me see. Gentlemen, sorry for the interruption. It's Nigerian system. The system is just down, and we lost that. So I'm trying to see if we can get back on track with Allen Showore, and we are still there. Wow, it's too tough getting across. I think it's still tough, and I think what we do now is to shut it down. I mean, Nigerian system. I have to just okay. We have to log out, and we can try and see if we can get across to Comrade Allen Showore again, and yeah. I had to just it's trying to sorry gentlemen, trying to get across. We're just connecting again. Just because of the Nigerian situation, I think we are getting back on track. We are getting back on track with our equipment. Is organizing the okay. I think we are back. Let me try now. I think we are back with Allen. I think we are back. Yeah, comrade. Yeah, comrade, can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, we lost the signal a while ago. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, my question I was asking before the interruption was that you were in the government for 4 years, and for those 4 years, the former deputy governor, His Excellency Agboola Ajayi, stayed in his official residence throughout his tenure. But now what is happening that after a year, the current deputy governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa is still unable to access his official residence, because we learned that the first son of the deputy governor has turned that place to a joint, so to speak. In fact, what they call it in Akure, they call it Olosho's joint. You know that he has the key to that building. He has the key, and him and his friends from Abuja, from Lagos, they will import guests and they lodge them in that place. How do you see that?
Yeah, to put the record straight properly, even the former deputy governor was not in his official residence throughout his 4 years.
Really?
He was living in the residence designed for chief of staff.
Really? Why?
Yeah. On assumption of office, government is supposed to renovate the official body, the governor and the deputy governor. So, Dr. Olumiko left a new building within the government house that has some issue. There was some engineering design error.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
As at then, so the governor renovated the presidential lodge. That was where he lived. The plan was to build a new government house, but again, that was not popular. So the government abandoned that and lived in the official presidential lodge within the government house. So the official residence of the deputy governor was supposed to be renovated, but that was never done. So the former deputy governor lived in a small apartment meant for the chief of staff. For those who are very used to the government house, that was where Dr. Femi Agagu lived, where he was chief of staff. That was where the former deputy governor lived. So, but because we left the government house even before the expiration of our term, the chief of staff now used the opportunity to move back to his own residence, while the son of the governor took over the official residence of the deputy governor. The official residence that the government refused to renovate for past 3 years. Immediately we left the government house, that official residence of the deputy governor was renovated within 2 weeks. And the son moved there. So now the son moved there. Now they have a new deputy governor. When the son of the almighty governor is living in the official residence of the deputy governor, who will go and ask him to vacate? So, normally, on a normal situation, the deputy governor is supposed to be moved from this swearing ground. The office of the deputy governor has a luxurious bus that will take him and his family to the swearing ground. Immediately after the swearing ground, they will move him to his official residence within the government house. Immediately. From swearing to, even he should have inspected where he will live during the period after he won the election.
Yes, post swearing, yeah. Pre-swearing.
Yes, he should have made some what he wants in his official residence, but he was never given the opportunity. And as we speak, which is very important, because like Obama said when he visited Africa some years back, said Africa should endeavor to build strong institutions, not strong men. The office of the deputy governor is an institution. We should speak and let the occupants of Alagbaka know that this is desecration of that institution. For the governor and his government to deny the deputy governor access to the government house where he's supposed to be. You know, about a few months ago, the deputy governor celebrated his birthday outside the government house. This is a shame. That is not how government is designed.
Oh my God. Well, it's an aberration, and it's, as according to you and to me in passing, it's a shame. It's a big shame, and we know how Lucky came on board, and Lucky wasn't able to challenge the status quo now. But it's but we still believe that in a democratic setting, it's still the same process that brought the governor and also brought the deputy governor, and he should have a say in that government, which we felt he is not having right now. And I according to what people are saying, Akure, they say the son is the de facto deputy governor of that state, and I don't think they are far from the truth.
They are not. It should be where we were shouting that he was indirectly transferring power to his son. They thought that we were blackmailing or because it was a propaganda. Now, the executive order that he signed, people are now, the public now have access to it. The governor signed an executive order making it mandatory for every project, every program, anything that the government has to do to pass through the office of Director General of Performance and whatever they call it. Sign an executive order. You know, so the PDP issued a statement condemning that, and the government, instead of the government to explain to the people in their usual character, were attacking the PDP using all manner of derogatory language, which is not acceptable in a decent society. But that is the situation we find ourselves in Ondo State.
But comrade, you have friends in the government. You have friends in the government up to now. You still have friends in the government. Because I have friends too, and do they inbox you maybe secretly to tell you to lay their grievances the way we are feeling too?
Even the governor is my friend. Almost everybody in that government, they are my friend, from the governor to some of the commissioners. You know what they call equitable for? In our language.
No, I don't know, sir. Give us translation in English.
How can I not talk? They cannot talk. Laughing and smiling. They won't say anything, but obviously things are not going well with the government appointee. But as a matter of fact, you can even observe that on the social media platform. Do you see anybody still talking about this government? No, nobody's. You know, those who are talking before, there were people who were expecting appointment.
Yes.
And now that
appointment is gone.
The appointment door
be short.
Be finally closed, because those who are appointed, they are gone for what is called a seminar in Owo. After the seminar, it marks the end of appointment. So retreat.
Retreat, yeah.
Retreat for new political appointment. And they have gone to retreat at in an hotel in Owo, and they are back. So those who were expecting appointment, that was why they were writing lengthy epistle on the Facebook. Now they are tired. Some of them are even sick.
But you see, I saw some names in the cabinet of Akeredolu, and I begin to wonder, where are they from? in all fairness, do you think they have been? Do you think Akeredolu and his family they are fair to these people, unappointed, that work for them, that even took to the social media handled, they even went all headlong to create enemities for themselves, and today they are not being appointed? Is it fair to them to be sincere? Because I saw some strange names in his cabinet. They're not even from Ondo State. They're not even in Ondo State. They're in the cabinets today. How do you see that?
You see, well, I worked with the governor for about 3.5 years on that report. The only people that he regard, one members of his family and some old friends and his wife family, and those who can bring money or those who brought money during the election. So if you are working during the election for Akeredolu and he gives you, even if it is 500,000 to go and mobilize, in his mind he has paid you off. So the only thing he can maybe that can make him remember you if during the election if you are able to support him financially. Outside of that, you are nobody to him. You will say that but you know, he has a way of making jest of people who demand legitimately for their rights. Everything is about money. How much can you offer? How much can you give? Have you seen the first lady and all of that? So when you see strange people who are not, maybe you are not work for the party or who are not from the state, maybe during the election they drop some.
You dropped something. Oh, I see. They dropped something. Okay.
So he has to.
Okay, comrade. What next now? His Excellency has proven to the whole world that is on ground. He could not be impeached, despite the governor, the assembly, against him. He stood his ground, and he, according to you, he left office with a shoulder high. Now, what next? What is his political his next political moves? Because he's from Ondo South. Ondo South beacons. Ondo South is hungry for an able representation. Even with that, if you see the calculations on ground from Ondo South, we have 6 local governments in Ondo South. We have the Irele, Okitipupa, Odigbo, Ile Oliji, Okegbo, Ilaje, Eseodo. These 6 local governments, only one local government has not produced a senator, and that is Eseodo local government. And coincidentally, that is where the deputy governor, His Excellency Dr. Agbola Ajayi, hails from. You are very close to the former deputy governor. You are his spokesman. You are one of his right-hand person. What do you think is his next move with all these scenarios I've just painted?
Thank you very much for this beautiful question. But the first thing I would say is that the former deputy governor, Alfred Agbola Ajayi, very grateful to those who stood firmly behind him during the trial time, particularly former Chief Justice of Ondo State, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Akeredolu, who stood firmly behind rule of law, who insisted that you have the right to impeach, but you must observe the rule. And the 9 assembly members led by the former deputy speaker, Right Honorable Deji Roju, all of them stood for what is right. And today, we have that unbroken record as the only deputy governor that survived or escaped impeachment plot by the governor. So the deputy governor remained very grateful to the people, all of us, who one way or the other contributed to ensure that things were done the way it should. So now to your question, the currency for politicians are integrity. Now his integrity is intact. Popularity is there. So we are not even going to bank only on the fact that SLO has not produced a senator. If I may ask, is there anybody that is more qualified if we are talking about quality representation? Is there anybody in Ondo State that is more qualified than Agbola Ajayi to go to the Senate at this particular time where the quality of leadership is eluding Nigeria in local, state, and federal level? There is nobody who has that intimidating credential to represent the people. He has a record there. Even when he was member of House of Representatives, his records, his achievements are unbeatable. Some laudable, quality, enduring programs, projects, legacy projects. He was the one who initiated the Ugbogoye Road, and when he left, that project was bastardized. He was the one who initiated the Agadagba Arogo Bridge. As a matter of fact, working with Dadagude, he was the one who put the power plant in Otupa local government into the NDDC budget. So a lot of things that he achieved that even the people who are there now, those who have equally come after him, do not even understand. Do they even understand how government works? You know, sharing swim machine or grinding machines for women. Those are not
empowerment.
Dividends of democracy, much as I do not have anything. Those people are sharing it. But we are talking about projects. We are talking about serious oversight function. Project that can lift our people out of poverty, out of the oblivion. Today, the South is not connected to the national grid. Is that, are we going to be continuing like that? No, we need people, someone who has the right connection, who can network and get results. We want to let somebody to come to the Senate, somebody who will be asking road to the Senate. Don't have any friend in Abuja. No, the Senate is for mature politicians. We have to be frank with ourselves, otherwise you will change. If you go to the Senate and you don't have the right connection, you are not going to get any committee that is serious. So they will put you work for a committee and all. So that is the point. The people are calling on him to come and represent them. The cause is growing every day, and I'm very sure that he must yield to the calling of his people.
Thank you. I knew that he broke the jinx as the first honorable member of the House of Representatives to have gotten the chairmanship position of NDDC. Am I right?
Yes.
Which is very rare. He came in, I knew that period, and he navigated his way in getting a chairmanship position as a first timer. And that is a jinx broken, and since that time we have never had it so rosy, right? I know, but people say because it's not he doesn't talk, he's not an orator, he doesn't talk, and they now use that as a yardstick in qualifying him. What is your stake about this?
It's a university that needs an orator. In the Nigerian Senate, in the Nigerian legislative, you need people who can make their contribution. Even as a matter of fact, not because of colonial mentality. Nothing stop Nigeria from speaking their language, but that is not even absolutely correct. The only thing that is correct is the fact that the former deputy governor is not a talkative. He doesn't talk unnecessarily. He's very reserved.
I can see that, yeah.
But he has his own way of networking.
Exactly.
Communicate. There is difference between talking and communicating. You know. When Dia was arrested and charged for coup, did you know what he said? All that he said? He said, I was set up. That was all that he said. I was set up. That's just 4 words. And that was what set him free. That's what set him. Even Jesus Christ corrected us in the Bible. When he healed a leper and the people were murmuring, he asked them, he said, which one is easier? To say to the paralytic, take up your pallet and walk, or your sins are forgiven. Which one? For him, Jesus Christ, your sins are forgiven. Covers everything. We are talking about quick communication. It's not going to be going to the Senate or the National Assembly. They are not going to be juju rapper or Afrobeat rapper that can say 20 words in a minute. That's not what is required. All that is required is good head and good heart.
That's good. I mean, he has testified to that. As I told you earlier, he came to the National Assembly for the first time, and he caught everybody by surprise, and he took the biggest share of the cake as a chairman of a committee of a very high ranking portfolio of NDDC. Having said that, what is you guys are now in PDP, and can I put it to you, is PDP, are they really serious of taking over power from that state in the next election? Are they together? I'm referring, let me just hit the nail on the head. I'm referring to the faction of Jegede and the faction of Iroko. Of recent, we know one of our brothers took Iroko to court. We know that case has been withdrawn from the court. I mean, maybe through settlement. Is that settlement that led to Bode Obala withdrawing his case against Iroko from the court? Has he really nipped it in the bud that PDP have really come as one family to wrestle power from the ruling party in the state?
Yes, it's natural. When you are in a community, perhaps you are the king, and then all of a sudden there come another higher king. There will be this initial hesitation. Initial the fear of unknown. Are these people here to take over my kingdom, or they are joining me for better? But I think largely that the PDP, in those states, particularly those that we met, they are beginning to understand that we are one big family, and the more, the merrier. There were some initial skirmishes, and that has been resolved.
Okay.
And even at that, you expect a large party like a PDP, where another party, is any Labour Party dissolving to?
Yeah.
You want to expect some kind of cynicism, fear. But that is getting over now. We are now focusing on how we can win together. Okay. And the election, Saturday by election in Akure South, Akure North, will be the beginning of our readiness to wrest power from these current shenanigans. Those things.
Okay.
We'll get over it, I'm very sure.
That's a good one. Comrade Alan Showore, thank you for your time this afternoon from Abuja and this morning from Toronto, Canada. Our best regards to His Excellency Alfred Agbola Ajayi, on his 1 year anniversary of leaving office. I mean, shoulder high. And please kindly extend our felicitation to him. Good morning from here.
Thank you so much. And let me use this medium to urge all the people in Akure South, Akure North to go out and vote. Go and vote their conscience. Come Saturday, 26th of February, 2022.
Yes, we are even trying to bring on board we are trying to bring on board Adu and also to hear from him on this platform. We have been trying to get across to him so that we can bring him on board on this platform and let us see what he has for us, for the people of Akure North and South. And so also we are using this medium too to get across to Laugh. Want to hear from both sides so that Akure people can decide who is best for them. Thank you very much.
And you should not go and vote for those who will be forced to contribute to FOWOSO programs. Vote for their conscience.
Thank you very much, Alan Sowore. It's great having you here on this studio. Good morning.
Thank
you. Yeah, gentlemen and ladies, we just finished with Comrade Alan Sowore, the spokesman for His Excellency the former deputy governor, of Ondo State, Alfred Agbola Ajayi. Today makes it a year that he left office, and we are all celebrating with him. And so also I urge all the his faithfuls, the members of Zenith Labour Party that are now freezing to PDP. I wish you to happy celebration with this man, this small man but a mighty, I call him small body with a big engine. He was able to humble the governor to an extent. Yeah, he was able to humble the governor. Having said that, gentlemen and ladies, welcome to this day, 23rd of February, Thursday, 2022. Have a great day from here. Good morning.